Nintendo has done some pretty crazy things over the past couple of days, and honestly, this is fantastic. First off, Nintendo has filed a patent for a dock that supports both the Switch and Switch 2. I can't tell you how fantastic this actually is to hear because I always want to put my Nintendo Switch OLED inside the Switch 2 dock, but it never works. Instead, you gotta plug both things inside the wall, and that takes up a whole lot of desk space and makes my underneath the desk look like this. I know, you don't want to see it. You should probably close your eyes. So this patent would honestly be fantastic for those of us who have both Nintendo Switch systems. If you look at this, you can clearly tell the dock is probably going to have like one sort of charging port underneath that should be able to connect to both because one's bigger than smaller than the other. But overall, this definitely looks really, really awesome, to say the least, because if you really look at it, this is something that would be awesome. Hopefully it's not going to be $140 though, because I don't think that's worth it. I'll stick to my two dogs. Also, I wanted to take a look at the Ocarina of Time leak from yesterday. Apparently that is not going to be the case. So we originally thought that, yeah, it's going to be inside of August. We are going to be getting a reveal for the pre-orders, potentially even a Zelda Nintendo Direct. It seems from Nate the Hate that is not going to be the case, because he goes on to say that this is for a completely separate game, which is going to be Beast of Reincarnation for the Xbox Series X and whatever it says underneath. But then if you were going to take a look at the original post that was for Ocarina of Time, you can see that instead of saying for Xbox Series X, Beast of whatever, it says this item is currently not available online. So that's pretty much what it said. It said release date, the exact same, pre-order bonus. So it made you wonder, is this actually like a leak? Because item isn't available yet. So Nate the Hate says, no, this is not going to be happening. But maybe, I'm just saying maybe. Overall, it's definitely really interesting. We also have something to have to mention on the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Apparently, this game was on deep lockdown. Like deep lockdown. Every time they would announce something, it seems like it was through a whole bunch of people. So like, hey, you gotta lock this down. They didn't want anything to be behind closed doors, because you know how Nintendo's mascot is a plumber, but they seem to get a lot of leaks. I'm just saying, they definitely do get a lot of leaks. Also, if you were going to quickly take a look at something, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort is actually going to have Mii's. I told you they would have Mii's, and it turns out they have Mii's, which is definitely really awesome to really take a look at. You always want to see Mii's inside of a Nintendo Switch sports game, because then it makes it feel like the Wii all over again. I honestly think that this is something that I always want to hear. Also, just to quickly take a look at it, Donkey Kong Bonanza tracks are added to Nintendo Music, so if you're a fan of music like I am, this is fantastic. Also, I wanted to mention something. It's honestly really interesting. So, we know how PlayStation decided to get rid of physical games because they're doing something weird. It turns out that Xbox might not be getting rid of physical games, and Nintendo and Xbox are going to be ruling the physical game industry, which is definitely really awesome to take a look at. Also, if you wanted to take a look at the best sellers on the eShop, turns out that Splatoon Raiders #1, that makes sense. Star Fox #2, that makes sense. Final Fantasy Rebirth is #3, that's pretty cool. And then we have a whole entire list here. Surprising to see that there's Zelda Tears of the Kingdom all the way down at the bottom at 22. That's kind of crazy. But overall, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section down below. And thank you so much for watching. Hope that you enjoy. Let me know what your thoughts on this are in the comment section down below. Do you like to see little sort of news updates that maybe would help you out on this channel? Or would you rather be on the Slinky Pluto news channel? Just let me know. I just thought that I would bring out a video just to see if you guys like it or not. Anyways, thank you so much. See you in the next one.